I'm going to say this as gently as possible. I was quite shocked to see what I saw last night on YouTube. And the reviewer was completely honest. And I actually feel bad for him that he spent $500 to even review this. Or maybe he bought it and then said, oh dear God, I better review this. But it was a black beauty dish, black softbox, the interior black. And they put a plate in there so it's a softbox or a beauty dish. And a beauty dish is a beauty dish. A softbox with a diffuser inside is a softbox with a diffuser inside. There's no correlation. You can't create a beauty dish out of a softbox by putting a plate in it. That being said, a black interior on a softbox will decrease your power really substantially. I'm talking from like a 600 watt strobe down to a speed light. It won't change your light pattern at all. If a diffuser's on it, it'll just give you less power. Okay, now I know a lot of us, myself included, used to get sucked into these gadgets. But the level of stupidity for someone to put this kind of product out is so mind-boggling to me, I can't even verbalize it. Now, I'm sure he's a great photographer and thought, well, I have a bunch of followers, I'm going to create a product. But not even he can be this stupid. And if he was this stupid, after he received his prototype and tried it, something should have went off and said, oh, this sucks. Please, for all sakes, please don't buy something like this. Use common sense, period. Like, not my common sense, because I don't have common sense either, because I have products like these that say Pro Photo on them that cost 10 times as much as what you could have got off of Amazon for the same product. It's a simple goddamn umbrella. That's it. Like, buy something off Amazon for $15, not $300. That being said, this surface area, this, if it was a $15 umbrella, and it can be, will do 10 times a better job than that will. And here's the thing, if you're going to use that softbox with a black interior that you paid $500 for, you could have just got a simple umbrella, a speed light versus the 600 watt second light you were going to use, get the same light output, get beautiful diffused light. Please, for all this, please don't buy into that kind of stuff. It's just ridiculous to me. And it would be funny if so many people weren't going to get completely, totally ripped off by this. Because I guarantee you there are his followers that are loyal as can be that are going to go, I have to have it. So again, I said this before. No matter what people do inside of a softbox, they can do silver, give you a little extra light. They can do white, it'll give you the same light. They can do the silver and gold, it'll give you a little bit warmer light. But your surface area of your diffused product, like now, if you're using it undiffused, that's a different story. But when you put the diffuser on, this surface area here, this is your light. No matter what's on the inside, it hits this, and this is your final light that's coming out. That's not going to change ever. So that's an umbrella. This is an umbrella. If I put a diffuser on here, you're still going to get the same surface area. It's still going to be the same light coming out. But black absorbs light. It doesn't do anything else. It doesn't change the color. It doesn't do anything but eat up your light. That's it. Okay, that being said, today we're going to do a shoot with one umbrella. One light, nothing else, okay? We're going to move the light back. It'll give you more coverage, it'll be a little harder when you move it back, but it'll still give you more coverage. So in other words, you'll be able to light your subject and your backdrop. We can move it closer. I know they'd like to throw inverse square law. All you have to know is if it's further away, it's going to be a little harder. It'll cover more of the backdrop. If it's closer, it's going to be a little softer. It's going to cover less of the backdrop. That's it. Let's dumb it down, okay? Anyway, we're going to have this shoot. We're going to play with it. We're going to have some fun. I hope you like the photos. And please don't buy into that crap. I'm sorry I had to start off with that, but oh my God, like really? Enjoy the shoot. So what we're going to use today is just a Flashpoint AD100 or Evolve 100, whatever they call it. Just a simple speed light, if you will, because it's pretty close to power to a speed light. I don't want to use a larger light because a lot of people don't have the larger lights, and if you want to see what these do, as they are, this is the best way to do it. So now I want to shoot just simple one light, like I said, and we're going to move the light back and forth to show you exactly what it does. But this is just the simple, and I'm going to use the lightweight stands, the little ones. These are the carbon fiber ones that I absolutely love. They are linked in my, I'll leave them in the description, but these stands, I don't know, they're lasting me forever, and I really like them. These do come out of here. They just unscrew out of the stand part of it, so you can, do the handhold thing if you have somebody, which is a really nice feature. I've never used it, but, because I never take anybody with me on a shoot. Anyway, so we're going to use this and the small umbrella. Now, it's a deep umbrella, which I really love. And if you do get one of the generic ones, get one that's a deep umbrella so you can control the light more. The light is really nice and it's a little bit more controllable rather than going everywhere. It just contains the light a little bit, so it's a little bit more power. And no diffusion or anything like that, just a straight light. And this stand, the bracket, really puts that somewhat in the center of this, which is nice. But that's it. That's the whole setup for today. Anyway, so yeah, we'll go through and see what it does. Remember, this is something simple, and I know most of you know this, but always align your head, your umbrella, the heavier side with a leg, So, just make sure it's aligned with a leg. It'll give you more support, it won't tip over as easy, and it'll be more stable, especially when using the small stands. And, spread your legs as far as they'll go. That's it. And the other thing with this stand is it has the adjustable leg, so if you're on an uneven surface outside, believe me, you don't even think it's going to be necessary until you get out there. And it is so necessary. I did a shoot the other day that you guys saw, and I'm juggling with the stand because I was using that really lightweight stand that doesn't have the adjustable leg. Anyway, so this is my setup for today. And that's it. We'll get to the shoot. So I'm going to do this a little different. I'm going to talk through this, but I'm also going to let you in on the auto during the shoot so you can actually hear what I say to the models. And more or less instructing them, teaching them to help me out and to help their photos out. Now this, first light, I'm shooting down. I have her close to the backdrop, but the light's close to her. Relative to where I'm going to put it next, it's somewhat close. But it's given me great shadow on her jaw, on her clothing. It's just okay. It's a little washy, but there's only so much you can do with a short stand, and she's facing the light. Now that's the problem. I need to instruct her not to face the light, and I'll do that. Now the light further back, and she's further away from the backdrop, I'm getting even light on her, and I'm still getting the white backdrop. This is what I love, but sometimes you can't do it. If they're in a different piece of clothing that doesn't have dimension, it'll get washed out or flat. And you have to play a little bit in your head, and you can do it. Okay, so when we're doing this, always remember you're going to cheat to the light with your face and away from the light with your body. Now you notice she didn't move. I told her exactly what she had to do, but she didn't move. Now, I'm going to use a key word on in the next part here that you're going to hear, and you'll see her instantly turn right around. Okay, they're the important things because light is going to add weight, shadow is going to take away weight. So we want light on your face, okay, and then you bend your knees so you can give that shape. You want that,
or this shape.
like either one. You can go both. Now, your eyes, they're going way over there. Okay, so like, we don't want. And then give a couple towards the camera. That's it. See that look that you have? Now, showing them exactly what it does is going to help you so much, and it'll help them. So now let's do one towards the light so you can see the difference. So turn your body towards the light. Twist it towards me a little bit. No, that's away from me. There you go. Twist a little bit. There you go. Now they can see the difference immediately, and this will make them remember. I mean, seeing visual is everything. This is the only way they're going to remember to keep their body away from the light rather than turning it towards the light. So, definitely show them what you're talking about versus just saying it. Especially with, like, if you're doing an odd pose, and you know how sometimes, just an odd pose is going to look really, really cool, but they're like thinking in their head, what the hell am I doing? This just doesn't feel right. But then when you show them the pose, they go, oh, okay, I get it. Same thing with like little instructions about lighting and turning towards it or turning away from it. They have to watch the light. They have to be cognizant of the light at all times. And teaching them is just going to help you shoot them and make shoots so much better. Now I'm just going to move the light through this shoot, this little tiny light, to give you ideas of like what works, what doesn't. Sometimes you're going to like think, oh my God, this is perfect for this outfit, but you put another outfit on them and it's completely wrong. It just doesn't work. This, I wanted to move over. I wanted that dimension. I wanted that shadow on that one side. It's amazing what you can do with one light. You just have to play with it. And this is just a small, it's a deep umbrella, yes, but it's a small umbrella, and I'm getting so much out of this. Going back to that whole black umbrella thing, or beauty dish. Oh my God, it just kills me. Anyway, I apologize. I don't want to keep ranting on that, but I just don't get it. Anyway, so like I said, different outfits, different lighting. When they're showing skin like this, throwing a light against it straight on, like, doesn't give them any definition. And the one thing they don't want is not to have definition, because instantly they're going to think, oh God, I look heavy. So move this light, keep adjusting until you get where you need it to be. Usually, like, when they're showing skin and they want to show abs, I tilt down and as much as possible without creating too much shadow, or I turn them away again, and I keep reminding them, you got to turn away from the light, because if you don't, this is what's going to happen. Flat surfaces, like this is a little bit better coming from that side, but I can still get more out of that. And I don't want to do this in Photoshop. I want it out of the camera. Wow, I look amazing. Especially when you're showing it to them, they're going to see the difference. Now she's doing this, I'm just going to twist her further so I can't see that flat surface. And like little things like her back, her arm, you can see just on her back, that's going to look, right off as, oh, I'm a little heavy. And it's not, it's just her arm, but you can't really see that unless you zoom in. Now this one, same thing. I'm using that backlight straight forward. It's too flat. I have too much skin showing, too much, flat surface of the skin. So I need to change that light to match the outfit and match, the look we're looking for, which is not flat, one-dimensional, because I don't care. She's thin, and it's going to make her look heavy, or it's going to make her look well underdefined. You can get, except for me, you can get abs out of most people if you use the light correctly. This is just feathering it across. I'm getting a little bit more dimension. You can see the dimension and the shadow it creates on her stomach. I mean, her stomach looks flat as can be, and you know, it is flat. But if you throw light directly on it, straightforward, you're not going to get that flat look. You're going to get, you're going to get the flat look and make her look like she has nothing there, like no dimension whatsoever in her stomach. So just play, move it around. This deep dish, like I said, the small deep dish really gives you controlled lighting and is great for this kind of stuff. But anyway, I hope you learned something from this shoot. I had to do these because she really wanted to see the boots in the photos, so we just did these last two for the boots alone. But they did come out cute though. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the shoot. If you have any questions, leave them below. And again, thanks for watching as always.